Hi guys, I hope you are all doing great. Welcome back to another video. In today's video, we will be looking at another lead code question called threesome. The question states that given an array nums of n integers, are there elements a, b, c in nums such that a plus b plus c is equal to 0? Find all unique triplets in the array which gives the sum of 0. The solution set must not contain duplicate triplets. So an array is given and we need to find three elements such that when added gives sum 0. So an example is given here in which the array nums contains the following elements and a solution set contains minus 1 0 1, minus 1 minus 1 2. So now let's have a look at the approach to solve this particular problem. Let's consider the example given in the question where the array nums contains the following elements. In this array, we need to find triplets whose sum is equal to 0. So we have a first triplet as minus 1, 0, 1 and a next triplet as minus 1, 2, minus 1. Let's consider the algorithm as we proceed further with our example. Initially, we need to sort a nums array. Therefore, the contents of the nums array are now minus 4, minus 1, minus 1, 0, 1, 2. Then we traverse the array nums from I is equal to 0 to the size of the array. And at each traversal, we check whether nums of I is not equal to nums of I minus 1. That is, the ith character is not equal to its previous character. If so, we declare two more pointer variables called left and right, which point to memory location I plus 1 and size of the array minus 1. Then we enter a while loop where we check whether the value of left is less than value of right. That is, here we have the value of left as 1 and right as 6. Therefore, left is less than right. Therefore, we enter the while loop and calculate the value of sum. So the value of sum is minus 3, which is negative. Therefore, we enter the else condition and increment the value of left. Again, we calculate the value of sum, and since it is also negative, we increment the value of L and once again calculate the value of sum. Since the value of sums are negative, therefore we keep on incrementing the left pointer, and finally we come at a case where the value of L and R are both equal. Therefore, we exit the while loop and increment the value of I. So now I points to minus 1 and we check whether nums of I is not equal to nums of I minus 1 and declare the left and right pointers which points to minus 1 and 2 respectively. And now we calculate the value of sum. Since we got the value of sum as 0, we enter the if condition and insert the values nums of I, nums of left and nums of right into a resultant array or resultant vector. And then we increment the value of left if nums of left is equal to nums of left plus 1. That is, if the value pointed by the left pointer is equal to its succeeding value, then we increment the left pointer. And similarly, if the value pointed by R is equal to its preceding value, then we decrement the R pointer. And finally, we increment the left and decrement right, since we got a first triplet. Now L points to 0 and R points to 1, and again we calculate the value of sum. Since again we got the value of sum as 0, we insert it in a resultant array and then increment the value of left and decrement the value of right. Since now we get that the value of left is not less than right. Therefore, we exit the while loop and again increment the value of I. So now I points to minus 1 again. Here we check that nums of I is not equal to nums of I minus 1, and in our case both these elements are equal. Therefore, we increment the value of I. Now I points to 0 and we get a left and right vectors which points to 1 and 2 respectively. Now we calculate the value of sum, and the value of sum is 3. Therefore, now we decrement the value of right according to this else condition. Now left and right both points to the same element, that is 1. Therefore again we exit the while loop and increment the value of I. Since we know that after I points to this location, we can't declare elements left and right. Therefore, we directly return a result array which contains -1, -1, 2 and -1, 0, 1. So now we can begin with our code. Initially, we declare a resultant vector and store the value of size of nums array into a variable called n. And now we can begin with the actual algorithm where we first sort the nums array, and then we traverse a array from I is equal to 0 to n minus 2. The reason for traversing the array till n minus 2 is because at last, as seen in the explanation, we get that when we reach a position n minus 2, we can't declare a variables left and right. That's why we traverse the array from I is equal to 0 to n minus 2. And then we check whether nums of I is not equal to nums of I minus 1. Since we can't check this condition in case when I is equal to 0, therefore we explicitly mention in the if condition that if I is equal to 0 or nums of I is not equal to nums of I minus 1, then we proceed further and declare two integer variables left and right which points to I plus 1 and right points to n minus 1 respectively. Then we write a while loop where we check whether if left is less than right, then we store the value of nums of I plus nums of left plus nums of right in a variable called sum. And then we check whether the value of sum is equal to 0. And if the value is not equal to 0, then we check whether is it negative or positive value. If the value is positive, then we increment left. Sorry, if the value is negative, then we increment left, else we decrement right. And when a value is equal to 0, we push the three elements, that is nums of I, nums of left and nums of right in a resultant vector which is result. And then we check whether nums of left is equal to its succeeding element or nums of right is equal to its preceding element. If so, we increment the value of left and decrement the value of right respectively. And similarly, we insert another while loop where we check whether nums of right is equal to nums of right minus 1, and if so, we decrement right. And finally, since the value of sum was 0, we got a triplet. Therefore, we increment the value of left and right. And finally, we return a resultant array, which is a two-dimensional vector. That's it. Now we can run our code. Since our code runs fine, therefore we can proceed further and submit the code. And our code got accepted successfully. So if you found this video helpful, do hit the like button and subscribe to my YouTube channel for more such upcoming videos. Thank you.